Well, week 2 coming up. Here we go with another prediction video. Let's start once again with my Hawks after a good win. Patriots versus Seattle. Here we go. Sunday night football. It'll be so odd to see that stadium with no fans. You have no idea how weird it's going to feel. One of the loudest stadiums in the world with no fans. So in this game, it's Cam versus Russell. We all know how close these two QBs always play. And we all know how both these teams have played. New faces of players, you could say. So this is going to be a very interesting game. If Seattle allowed fans in this, the fan base would boo crazy. I think the fan base, we all know, they want another beat against the Patriots. And over the last, I'm going to say, 5 matchups of these two teams, it's been very close. I think like a single possession game. I could be wrong. But overall, this is going to be a very tough one. I will go with Seattle, but I will think it'll be a close one. I'm going to say 24-23, Seattle Seahawks. Brown Nation is going to win this week! Okay. Well, I'm picking Cleveland. Cleveland has to bounce back. If Cleveland starts 0-2, then you know what? You're going to go 7-9 or 6-10. Like, I will not be surprised, because to me, what the Browns need to do, they have that trade talent. They have those talented players that they can trade to get better. Maybe a better offensive line. Maybe better defensive players. Ever thought about that? Oh, no, you haven't? Well, guess what? You can either decide Jarvis Landry or Odell Beckham Jr. or Kareem Hunt or Nick Chubb. Who you want to trade to get that offensive line to be back? But I will go with Cleveland to win this one 24-17. Niners versus the Jets. The Niners lost to the Cardinals, which kind of shocked me. But if the Niners lose this one, I'm not saying they will, but my God, can you imagine the Niners starting 0-2 to the Jets? There's no way. No way, no how. Niners win this one. I'm going to say a 31-7 win over the New York Jets. Jets sucks. Bills versus the Dolphins. I don't need to talk about this one. Bills win this one 27-13. Broncos versus Steelers. Broncos had a hard loss. And you know what? I personally do believe this will be an upset. I will go with the Broncos to win this game 27-24. Falcons versus Cowboys. Now Dallas could have won that game last Sunday against the Rams, but they didn't. So I will pick the Falcons to win this one. Yeah, I personally think the Falcons will have a bounce back. I don't think Dallas has that secondary that can contain that wide receiver core. I'll pick the Falcons to win 30-27. Giants at the Bears. The Bears have a better defense, so there's nothing much to say. Bears win this one. I'm going to say 18-16. Jaguars versus Titans. So, Tennessee. Jadavion hasn't looked so... it is week 1. It was week 1. Now we're heading to week 2. Clowney hasn't done much so far. Tennessee did not look like themselves, in my opinion. Steven Gostkowski, who was, before heading into that game, was 5th all-time in accuracy, and now is 8th. 8th or 9th. What a big drop. But I will go with the Tennessee Titans to win this game. I'm going to say a 28-25, only because these two teams sometimes do actually play close. Lions at the Packers. Aaron Rodgers looked fantastic. He just did. Detroit, you may have Adrian Peterson, Matthew Stafford, but that's not enough. Honestly, why do people say Matthew Stafford's a good quarterback? I don't honestly see it. Maybe if it was on a better team, he would be more noticeable. But I'm going with the Packers. I'm going to say 30-20. Panthers at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Okay, so Tampa Bay, this is your moment, right? No, I don't think it is their moment. I'm going to go with the Carolina Panthers. I personally think the hype for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is kind of overrated. Now they're playing against a great running back in Christian McCaffrey. Now we'll see what Tom Brady will be. He didn't look like himself, but if Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers go 0-2, what a slow start. I'll go with Carolina to win. I'm going to say a high-scoring game, 35-28. Rams versus Eagles. The Eagles got embarrassed, but you know what? They'll take a bounce back. I'm going with the Eagles to win. I'm going to say 28-27. Vikings at the Colts. Vikings had a bad start, but they'll have a bounce back. I think Philip Rivers will turn over the ball too many times. I'll pick the Vikings to win this one, 28-10. The Washington football team versus the Cardinals. Do you really think I'm going to pick the Washington football team to beat the Cardinals? No, I'm going with the Cardinals to win. But I will say this, 28-14. Yeah, 28-14, Arizona. Chiefs versus Chargers. Chargers, you're going to have to change Tyrod Taylor soon. I personally feel like they will. But they probably won't. I'll pick the Chiefs to win this one. I'm going to say 35-21. Ravens versus Texans. Not much. Ravens will dominate. I'm going to say a 35-7. What? You expect me to say Texans got a shot? You don't have a true number one wide receiver. Your defense is sluggish so far. I won't be surprised if you decide to trade away JJ. Personally, I wouldn't. Baltimore has too much talent. And I don't think the Texans can contain that talent. So I'll pick the Ravens to win that one, 35-7. Then we have the Saints versus the Raiders. Both teams, I feel like, have a good offense going so far. The Saints did come in with a big win, but some people say, well, the Las Vegas Raiders did too. But I will be honest with you, I can see this go both ways. And you know what? Las Vegas, you get your first win in Las Vegas. I'm going with the Raiders in an upset. I'm going to say a high-scoring game, 38-35. So who do you guys have for this week? Leave a comment down below. Hit the like button, share it with your friends, subscribe to me for more videos like this one. This is TGTV Tank Milk signing off. Brother, we're going to win against those god dang Bengals! Mic drop! Brown Nation for life!